Anyway, my name's Steve.
I'm Pete.
We're from overdriving.com as usual. You know it. Anyway, we're going to talk about a few things today, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that I'm not actually wearing my overdriving.com official shirt today. I am wearing an Aaron Pritchett crew shirt. Yes, that's right. I was in the crew. I'm wearing it in honor of Mitch, who unfortunately couldn't be here today to do some more guitar stuff. So, yeah, it's for you, buddy. Okay? What about your shirt, Pete?
My shirt, it's in the laundry. Sorry. So I'm rocking the Eagle. I'm rocking the Ernie. So, there we go.
Good stuff. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today is a cool little compositional tool called pedal tones. And basically what that means is you want a stationary note or series of notes that other stuff can move around and sort of move over. And it's often one of those things like when you're first sort of coming up with a cool new riff or whatever, you're like, okay, this is really cool and interesting, but just how interesting is it? How many times could I hear this riff or this chord progression before it got boring? But I want to make it the signature part of the tune. So, we're going to play a little example right now. I'm going to play one really simple repeated guitar pattern. And here it is. And that's it. That's all I'm going to play over and over and over again. Now basically, for those of you who know your fingerboard reasonably well, I'm just kind of playing a little sort of A minor pentatonic kind of lick here. I'm double stopping a C and an E together, which would be the minor third and fifth of the key of A, and I'm playing A and G, so root and flat seven. What we're going to do here is I'm going to just repeat that non-stop.
Ad nauseum.
Yeah, I might even puke. But Pete is not going to play the same thing. What he's going to do while I play this repeated little motif, if you will, is he's going to play a bass line based around 5 notes, actually. He's going to play starting on D, then moving to a C, then to an A, a G, and an F. And, you know, there's notes in there that I don't even play. So let's see how it's going to sound. Or should we hear how it's going to look? There you see, I mean, okay, it's never going to be a hit record, probably, but you get the idea. Even though I played that same repeated pattern over and over, as Pete played different bass notes to support it, what you heard was a very subtle change in the tonality of what I was playing. And the best way I can sort of describe it is it's like magnetic fields. When you have two musical ideas that are the same, they're sitting right next to each other, well, that's it, they're bonded together. When one moves, it's not as if there's just this empty air gap in between them. They still have an effect. There's a sort of magnetic rays that pull on the one that's still moving as the other one moves away. Still stationary is what I meant to say, but there you go. For those of you eagle-eared, you might have spotted that. Anyway, very simple idea. You know, work with it. You know, a lot of times you will find sort of guitar teachers sort of commenting on the fact that they get students bringing CDs or whatever in and saying, yeah, I got the first part of the riff, but I can't work out the second. And what's happened is the riff has stayed the same, but the bass or the keys or whatever underneath the guitar part has moved. And it gives the impression that the riff has changed. And obviously once a student has convinced themselves that it's different notes, the last thing they're going to do is try and play the same thing twice to find it. Okay, so there we go.
Let's just, on a bass side of things, let's go through it one more time if we can, now that we've actually played the idea twice. We'll quickly go through it again because something like this for bass players, it's our chance to really step up. And we can start employing ideas of how to have a bass line evolve. And you know, just stick with eighths like I was starting out with. But then start snaking around a bit more, you know, play off of the rhythm and the notes of the stationary riff, but, you know, give it even more momentum with the way that we move. So we're just going to play through it a couple more times, and I'll quickly try and illustrate, hopefully.
Do you want to take like more beats to change your notes this time and create more space?
No, I'm going to do it in the same amount of beats,
cool.
Same amount of time, but it's just all going to primarily be well, a lot of it, just a lot of right hand technique, rhythmic stuff, and start out simple, and cranking it up. So let's try.
You like simple.
So something like that. I just started off muting eighths, kept it simple, went all the way down to the low F. Second time through, still muted, but instead of dropping down to the G and the F, I went up an octave and started using octaves to create some momentum, some variety and stuff. And then I just started monkeying around.
Do you want to say tension and release?
That's what it's all about. Listen to some John Coltrane. Do your brain a favor.
Okay, and at this point, because I've just had a fantastic, like, brain thing.
Epiphany! Oh.
Anyway, we're going to stop.